Powerhouse, presented by Alliant Energy.
Alliant Energy, we're on for you.
Welcome back to Powerhouse. Well, I'm here at Gearhart's in Madison, Wisconsin. I have taken it upon myself to help Ron and Lisa by doing a little scouting for their bathroom fixtures. With me today from Kohler is Steve Schmidt.
Hi, Megan.
Steve. Thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure.
Let me give you the scenario. We have a couple that has purchased a house built in the late 50s, early 60s. They're replacing all of their fixtures. And I have a feeling that they're going to find out that they're going to save a lot of money by replacing the bathroom fixtures. What can you tell us in starting with the lavatory faucet, what kind of savings they're going to see in their water usage?
Absolutely, and we can definitely help them. Right now, the standard code is all lav faucets are a 2.2 gallon flow. Kohler, a couple of years ago, changed all of our residential lav faucets to a 1.5 gallon per minute flow, really reducing the water savings by about 20%. And if you think about it in the bathroom, you're washing your hands, you're brushing your teeth, you really don't need Niagara Falls coming at you. And we've done strenuous testing where we've had 2.2 gallon per minute faucets lined up right next to a 1.5 gallon per minute faucet. You really can't tell the difference in the
That was going to be my question, because that's a significant difference. Is it because of the aerator system inside?
It's the aerator inside. It really the aerator acts to separate the water into different buckets, if you will, causing the slowdown and the reduction of the flow. But again, I have some Kohler faucets in my house, as you might expect, that have that 1.5 gallon per minute flow. You can't tell the difference.
If you've noticed a difference in the pressure in your faucet, and if you have an aerator that screws on, I know for me, I have to check it a couple of times a year because we live in an older house and there's some sediment that builds up there. So every 6 months or so, I unscrew it, dump out the debris, and it works fine. Now let's move on to shower heads. I've suggested to them that they look into a low-flow shower head. That's going to save them a lot of money. What can you tell me about the Kohler product in general and how a low-flow works?
Sure, absolutely. The standard code for a low-flow or for a shower head is a 2.5 gallon per minute shower head, which we have numerous ones of those. But we also have a number of 1.5, 1.75 shower heads to, again, really get that water reduction and to get that water savings and put more money in your wallet. Essentially what Kohler does with a lot of their shower heads is we introduce air into the shower head. Introducing that air creates more of a complete coverage type of spray. I have a low flow shower head in my house and can't tell the difference.
Okay, because I do want Niagara Falls when it comes to my shower.
My wife has relatively long, thick hair as well. She can't tell the difference. They work great.
If you'd like to test your shower head at home and find out what kind of water output it has, it's really simple to do. Take a 5-gallon bucket, turn it on full blast, and time it for 1 minute and see how much water comes out. Now, the aerator system works similar in the low flows as it does over there, right?
Yeah, you're really kind of slowing down the amount of water that's coming into the nozzles here.
Okay, and when we talk about a price difference here, since they all have a similar system, does it all boil down to design and personal appearance choices?
Yes, it's really based on what design you want, what type of finish or color you want. We have very everyday type price lav faucets, shower heads, toilets, to some really high-end, unique ones that do function in different ways that might have a multifunctional spray. So really, yeah, it's finished design.
What are the hot finishes right now?
Right now, oil rub bronze has become very popular the last few years.
That's the one on the end.
That's the one on the end. Chrome is kind of our standard and bestseller. Brushed nickel is a very popular upgrade that will never go out of design. At least that's my personal opinion. And right now, oil rub bronze has really become very popular. Okay,
so once again, the savings that they're going to see, what's the old amount of water that they used? And what can they expect with a low flow?
Yeah, really, 2.5 is the standard. To bring it down to a 1.75, again, you're going to be getting that 20+% reduction in water. If you take it down to a 1.5, you're almost cutting it in half.
Love it. Okay, now, last but not least, let's talk about the commode. I know that there have been mandates that say that you can't sell toilets that have a certain flow, right? They use a lot less water now.
Yep.
Explain what the standard is.
Well, the standard right now, as of January 1st of 1994, is all toilets have to be a 1.6 or less. There are some states that actually have 1.28 or less. We still predict that half the homes in this country have 3.5 gallon toilets or higher. So if we can replace those toilets, you're going to see substantial water savings. You think often your family uses the toilet every day. To take it from an old 3.5 gallon down to a 1.28, even to a 1.6, you're going to get tremendous savings.
It's half the water.
It's half the water. It's actually, if you had a 1.6 toilet reduced down to a 1.28 toilet, that would save the average family of 4 about 2,000 gallons of water per year.
Oh my gosh, they're going to save a lot in
Correct.
their water usage. Now, how efficient is it if it doesn't use as much water and you have to flush it 3 times? I know there are people out there who have that concern.
Then you bought the wrong low flow toilet.
Okay.
Because we do not want you to have to flush it 3 times. We strenuously engineer and test these toilets before we release them to the marketplace. And really our philosophy is we're not going to sacrifice performance or design just to come out with something that's low flow or conservation. We want it to work right from the first time you use it. One of the best things you can do to make sure you're saving water, saving money, is take care of those drips and leaks. We project actually that 12.9% of all water usage in the U.S. comes from people's leaky faucets or drips. Make sure you're getting them replaced, putting in new ones. Kohler offers a lot of great 1.5 residential lap faucets, some low flow shower heads. Take care of those leaks, put in more modern technology, great looking product. It's going to save you money and have a great design environment in your bathroom.
Now, before we go, do you have dual flush toilets you can show
Yeah,
us?
we have a couple on display here we'd love to show you.
Great. Okay, Steve, explain to us how dual flush technology works.
Absolutely. Compared to the normal toilet, which has a trip lever that you actuate to create the flush, on top of our dual flush toilets, we actually have 2 small buttons. The smaller one is a 0.8 flush for liquid waste. The bigger button is a 1.6 flush for more of that solid waste. Most of the time, most people just put liquid waste into the toilet. You do not need a 1.6 flush to remove liquid waste. So we have the great water savings with the 0.8 flush. If you need a little stronger flush, you can also have the bigger button for a 1.6
This
flush.
technology makes so much sense.
It does.
It's so smart. And I know it's newer technology, so does that mean that it's high-end and not as affordable as other toilets?
Honestly, it's a lot like all of our other product lines. We have some higher-end ones, some more inexpensive ones. Again, it's really just based on this color you choose, the style, the finish, the design of it.
Lots of price points.
Lots of different price points.
Great. Thank you so much for your time today. This has been great information.
Well, it's been a pleasure, Megan.
For more information about saving energy and specifically conserving water, visit our website at powerhousetv.com.